All right, what's going on, people? It's your boy Igra and Yu-Gi-Oh. We are back with another video. This time we coming with a first place deck profile, Kashtira Cynet Maliss. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. But yeah, so for this format right now, which is thank God is going away. The post Banlist format, Kashtira Cynet Maliss. I'm gonna show y'all the deck list. But first place, you know, at the locals or whatever. I believe the cash cards are really good in formats like these, to where it's, you know, somewhat unfigured out, but we have not much time to figure things out. But these cards are very powerful in between those kind of formats or whatever. So I think once, you know, you play these cards have a well-balanced grind game and long-term game, like start, mid, and finish game. So I mean, it is what it is. Once people are trying to figure out a format, you just have these Kashtira cards that can just banish cards face down from the extra deck. And on field with like a long grind game mixed with the Maliss cards is very, very powerful. So let's just get into the deck profile. So, all right, for this deck profile, we starting off 2 Kashtira Unicorn, 2 Fenrir, just two of each. You want to just, you know, search out the Unicorn, or if you open it, going first is just basically a good starter. I mean, your opponents 9 times out of 10 don't want to hand trap you. Start out with a Unicorn, but a Fenrir, I mean, going second is really, really good. So I'll show you the options, but going second, you want to keep the Fenrirs in, and going second, you want to take the Unicorns out. So either both serve their purpose. Unicorns you want to see going first, Fenrirs you want to see going second. So we have those. Then we have 2 White Rabbit, 2 Dormouse, 2 Chessy Cat. This is basically post ban list. You know, this little format is somewhat fake, but I mean, you have to play these names at the max, and we're limited with names. So you can use the Kashtira cards to substitute for extra body and also for the grind game. But you know, you still have the Maliss cards at their, you know, names at 2. Then we play the 1 Dotscaper. People always ask me why you play Dotscaper. I mean, 9 times out of 10, technically it's another Maliss name that you just banish off Red Ransom. So you have technically 4 names that you could bring back and have extra body mixed with the Kashtira card. So you need those extra bodies. I mean, people complain about it. Well, they don't complain to me. I mean, I'm winning games, but when you use this card and you just bring it back, and also the graveyard effect to just summon it back as well, it's just really, really good. And I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. It's just extra body, and you need the bodies in this format until the post island come out. So then we have the hand traps. We have 3 more Charming Swallows and 3 Ash Blossom. You play 3 of each. I mean, this is just basically standard. You play 3 Swallows, 3 Ash Blossom. You want to see the Swallows going second. You want to see the Ash Blossom anytime to hit certain cards like Metatronus, just basically everything. Also, mold Charmies when your opponent try and mold charm you or whatever when you're going first. So Ash Blossom is just basically, you know, a really, really good card. Always has been, always will be. So let's move these out the way. Then we have the Bestials. So we have 1 Magnemite, 1 Durasworm, just 2 Valdrake. I mean, you're playing the cash build, so you don't need to like max out on Bestials. You just need them to play defensive and offensive. I mean, you see Bestial Magnemite, you're basically just so far ahead. But this right here is just basically to extend through plays. And if you're playing against other Fiendsmith cards, your opponent has Fiendsmith cards, these are also very, very good. And also with the Fiendsmith cards being so powerful, you can play the Kashtira cards and basically just somewhat cut the game down to half. I mean, you banish a Requiem, or you banish a Sequence, or just any extra deck monster. If Fenrir banishes, you know, one of their fiends face down, is basically just GG, and it's a grind game that they can't basically win. So we just play 4 Bestials in this deck list right here. Then we have the 1 of Dimension Shifter. People ask me, oh, why you playing the 1 of? I mean, people are playing Talents, people are playing Callback, people are playing Crossout. That's at 1. Those are God cards. If you don't want to play this 1 God card, you just basically don't want to win. I mean, you see it going first against any Fiendsmith deck, you're just basically going first. I mean, it's good at 3. Why not good at 1? You might as well play it. All right, let's get into the spells. The spells and the traps. We play 1 Terraforming, play 2 Malice and Underground for the field spells, and then we play 1 Kashtira Pressure Planet. Basically, you know, you need these cards. Pressure Planet is basically, you know, a Kashtira starter. Well, Terraforming is a starter either way. 9 times out of 10, they won't Ash the Terraforming because they'll think you're going for a Malice Underground. So that makes Terraforming really, really good in this deck. You know, they'll think, oh, you're just going to search for a Malice starter. I mean, I'm not going to touch that. But then when you search for the Pressure Planet, it's like, oh, hold on. You know, we have to rethink things. So once you search out the Pressure Planet, if it gets ash or it doesn't get ash, you still could play with the Maliss card. So this basically terraforming, you want to be as a card that could eat interruptions. You know, you want to start out terraforming. If they don't ash it, you get the pressure planet, they have to ash that card. So I mean, unless they want to stare down a unicorn, and unicorn is one of the best cards in this format right here. Super scary. So let's move these out the way. Then we play one Kashtira Birth, just basically for the Kashtira cards. You want to get into the grind game. Also, a lot of powerful spells. So if you have a Kashtira on field, you could banish 3 cards face down. With the Maliss names at 2, if you're playing a mirror and you have a cash card and your opponent activates the spell and you just banish any one of their names that are at 2, like face down, that's a rough game that they basically can't win. So one Kashtira Birth. 3 Cynet Mining. People are saying this card right here is bad, but I mean, I'm winning and I'm not taking that out of my deck. Maybe at post Allen, but this card right now in this format, this is basically like hand trap bait right here. I mean, yesterday I played Cynet Mining, pitched another Cynet Mining. I already had a Maliss name in hand with a Kashtira card on field, and it's like your opponent don't want to hand trap you, but they also don't want you to start playing. And if you also pitch a Maliss card off this with a BC on hand, it's basically like still full combo regardless. So this right here, you just basically want to, you know, eat hand traps. This card is, people say it's bad, but it's so good that they say it's a -1, so they have to ash it. You just want to play this card to get the ash out their hand, and, you know, especially some unicorn search, you know, just do full combo and then normal some of your Maliss cards. So this basically just baits out interruptions and you just keep playing through, regardless if it's -1. I mean, you could sign that mining, pitch a Kashtira card from your hand, special summon unicorn, or have the unicorn on field already with birth, and then birth the Kashtira monster that you pitch. And it's like, yeah, it's a -1, but it might be a, you know, a +1 depending on how you play. I mean, you got to have a big brain. So 3 Cynet Minings. Then we play 2 triple tactics thrust, 1 triple tactic talent. I mean, the god card is 9 and 1, but we played 3 of it because we played 2 thrusts. I mean, last format I was already playing 2 thrusts, so playing, you know, 2 and 1 is not that bad. You 9 times out of 10, you know, still see it or whatever. But this card right here, if you just look at your any card, any effect that you resolve with that card is basically just GG. You're like 10 steps ahead. So you want to play these at 2 and then play this at 1. And I play it in the main. I mean, if you resolve this going first, you know, in your opening hand on game 1, you're so far ahead. You want to just have this card. People side deck it, but you want to have it in your opening hand because they won't think that you'll have it or play it in the main, and once it resolves, you're so far ahead. You can also set an impulse off this. You could grab talents. It's like so many cards that you can just get. Like if you don't have a starter or play a Kashtira card and then they like effect Veiler or something like this, you could get this and, you know, start with anything, man. Just you could grab Gold Sark, set the Gold Sark for the follow-up. If you don't have it already, you can just get engines going with this card. Then we play 1 Gold Sark and then 1 Call By. So for the traps, we play 3 Dominance Impulse. I played against you know, like almost like a mirror Kashtira Maliss Fiendsmith, but the thing that made my build different is being able to play Impulse. They have light monsters that need effects to resolve. I play Kashtira cards, but I don't really need the effects to resolve. I just need the bodies and just to push. This card right here is the difference between the mirror. So just Impulse, being able to, you know, have plays and being able to play Shifter under you know, Macrocosmos. I could play Shifter more than that other Fiendsmith that could play Shifter, and Impulse is basically the deciding factor between that matchup. 3 Infinite Impermanence, 1 GWC, 1 MTB 11, and 1 MTPO 7, the basic Maliss traps or whatever. So that are in the main deck. I believe it's a 44 card count main deck. So let's get into the extra deck. Extra deck, we play 1 Lingerebo. This card right here is going to be so top tier in the next format, especially if you play against the mirrors. You want to make this to block off your opponent's traps, and it also gets play started with the B shields. But you have March Hare coming, so you can just get your Maliss Engrave, start the effects off with the March Hare, and, you know, you're off to the races. 1 Link Spider. Good thing about Link Spider, people just don't see this card coming. They think it's bad or you shouldn't play it. But I was playing a game, my opponent gave me a token and he Nibiru'd me. Talents, I took the Nibiru and I made I got Nib on Red Ransom, and I took the token, made the token into a link spotter, and I linked his nib off into SP. SP banished my red ransom and still went full combo. It's like link spotter is so unexpected, and you know, whenever you get nib and you just talents take, your opponent's like, yeah, sure, but you know, you still extend your plays and just play through everything. One IP Masquerena, one Dark to Dark Charmer Gloomy. This card right here is basically for the mirror match. You could take Magnamuts, anything, man. Just take darks to get your play started. Take a Dormouse, anything. One Haggard Lizardos, one Splash Mage. Lizardos is really good, especially like going second. If you just stop your opponent and they're like on a big monster, you can just Lizardos and banish one of the Malice names and switch that, say 2K plus monster to like 900 attack, which is very, very crazy. And then you could just OTK and push like through that. So Lizardos is very, very good. You have to think about using it offensively as well. And then we play Nightmare Cerberus. This is basically for the Chaos Hunter, but I love thrusting into talents to take the Chaos Hunter, which is really, really good. And we also play the Nightmare Cerberus for the Abao combos. So one SP Little Knight, one Red Ransom, one White Binder, one Cryptor, one Firewall. Firewall definitely always, you know, needed. One About Q. Basically, this card right here is just, it is a little win more, but sometimes you need it. You know, it has a good effect where you can pop one card on the field. Also, the standby phase effect to where you draw cards is deadly. We can play one Access Code, and then we play one Superstar Slayer Typhon, which is definitely needed. Let's get into the side deck. The side deck, we play 3 Drolan Lockbird. This is basically for the YUGIOH, Fiendsmith decks. I mean, any deck that isn't Malice and, you know, that adds cards, you just resolve this card and you just basically win the game. We play Impulse, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, if either card resolves, you just win the game. Then we play 3 Artifact Lancia, the God card in the mirror. I mean, I don't play Sanctum. People are telling me why play Thrust and not play Sanctum. I'm not playing 2 cards that lose to Ash. I mean, you Thrust, they Ash Blossom. You set Sanctum, you Ash Blossom. If you activate Thrust and set Sanctum and I have an Ash Blossom in my hand, I'm already beating that Sanctum. It's like, I'm getting a 2-for-1. You thrusting into something that I already have a response for. You think you're winning the game. Like, I'm just going to Ash it. So Ash is really, really good. But I'd rather just hard draw the Lancia than set a card and then, you know, or if you have a Solemn Judgment or something like that, you just Judgment the Sanctum. I'd rather just hard draw the Lancia and hope my opponent has called by. 2 Ultimate Slayer, 1 Aggregator. This is basically for the YUGIOH matchups. Detonator's at 1 right now, so this is like super, super godly. But I'd rather just deal with it with the Kashtira Unicorn. So just 2 of these. I side out the IP Masquerena going second for the Aggregator, and then the 2 Ultimate Slayers, and I just deal with it that way. But also for the going first cards, I played 3 Solemn Strike, and then I played 3 Solemn Judgment. These cards are basically good just to use on any like big link monsters or just like game ending cards that your opponent will try to resolve. Also against like Mr. Ruby, like their spells that just ritual summon or whatever, you just use Judgment on that, or just any crazy monster effects. Like even if they try and special summon like Exciton Knight or whatever, you just strike it. I wouldn't strike the effect, but I just strike the summon. It's just basically, you know, it's really like crippling or whatever. So these cards are really, really good going first. 9 times out of 10, your opponent might think it's an imperm that's set, but if you have these cards right here that's set, they're really, really good. But that's it for the deck profile, man. I mean, Kashtira Cynet Maliss. I mean, like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. You support YUGIOH. I am ready for the post-island format, so y'all make sure y'all look out for the videos for that. But this is basically just first place deck list for the Kashtira Cynet Maliss deck profile. You know, I love my cash cards, so I'm just bringing them to y'all. So y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We on the way to 10K subs. Y'all make sure, like, let's get there. Let's share the videos. Leave in the comments any further videos y'all want to see. Also, we live streaming every Saturday, so y'all make sure y'all check in and tune in to there. We just did my 50th live stream today, which I'm very, very proud of. So y'all keep supporting, and we on the way. Can't wait to see y'all in Indianapolis for nationals. But it's your boy YUGIOH. We out.